or as some people like to say, salutations. Well, probably not like that. I am your wonderful classmate, Miss Jalen here, and today's report video is going to be all about Battlefield of the Mind by the #1 New York Times best-selling author, Joyce Myers. Let's give her a round of applause. Anywho, I'm going to be listing the 3 learning points from this book. My first one is the battlefield is like a war. You're having an internal war between yourself, but of course, you want to win. Learning point number 2, the war that we are facing is not a physical war, it is a spiritual war. And my third learning point that is actually a quote is, the devil will give up when he sees that you are not going to give in, period. Now, before I really go into depth about what this book is really about, I kind of want to share on why I actually chose this. We're going a little bit personal into my life. My parents are divorced, and so I had to really cope with not having a father around at all, and my mom had to cope with the whole idea of being divorced, and so she went through a stage of depression. Aww. And my mom actually went through a lot of mental health illnesses because of the divorce. It did not only affect her, but it affected me. And so one day she actually went to the doctor and she saw this book right here, and it actually brought her out of depression. Also, I actually decided to choose this book because I used to watch Joyce Myers as a child, and this lady right here, let me show you, this lady actually just really helped her. Joyce Myers was very relatable to my mom through whatever situation that she was going through besides the divorce, and so it really did help her, and I figured that it would help me a lot. And sometimes she would read to me like a few pages out of the book, and she'd be like, see, Jalen, this is what the devil does. This is what he does. He tries people. I got this book because the devil is trying me right now. Let me tell y'all, the devil is busy. The devil is busy around this campus. He is busy around my brain. He is just busy in general. And this is what this battlefield is about. The devil is creating a battlefield. The battlefield is between yourself and the devil. And basically, Joyce Myers explains that and how he tries to manipulate your brain into following him, I guess you could say, and thinking down on yourself, which will allow you to lose faith in God. Your girl is a witness because I lost faith. How many months have we been in college? These last 4 months, my faith was up here, and now it's going down. But reading this book brought it back up. She literally explains. She really does explain just how to gain control over your mind, which controls your entire life. It's just really talking about how to be patient with yourself, even when you make mistakes. I make mistakes not once a day, not twice a day, probably a zillionth times a day. And I always would beat myself up for it. But in this book, she literally says, just because you make a mistake does not mean that you make a big deal about it. You literally take your time, think about that mistake, and move on and work on not making that same mistake. Recognize damaging thoughts. Let me tell y'all, there have not only been damaging thoughts in my brain, there have been damaging people in my lives, there have been damaging freaking assignments in my life. And you know what she says? Even on the back of this book, she literally says, and stop them from influencing your life. If you out there have friends or associates that are damaging your life, you know what you do? You move yourself away from that situation. Battlefield of the Mind has definitely influenced me in so many different ways. Come here. Come closer. To not worry about what the devil has played in my head. It's really a mindset war between you and Satan. And Satan is trying to take over your brain, but you cannot let him. My mom was emotionally neglected through her divorce with my father. And then I personally feel that I have been also emotionally neglected from when my dad and my mom got divorced to him completely cutting off our relationship to coming to college and just having to deal with literally daily struggles. Grades are kicking my butt. Friends, so-called friends, not friends. not passing certain assignments, all of those negative influences that have happened in my life really just tore down like this high confidence self-esteem thing that I had for myself, and made me feel like I didn't even belong, not in college, but in Hardin Simmons period. It was really hard for me to believe that someone, aka God, who loved his children so much and didn't want to see us suffer, allowed me to feel how I felt. And reading this book really kind of showed that he allows things to happen for a reason, and it's to better us, it's to teach us. And it took me forever to actually fully understand, because reading throughout the book, I was like, he did that to her because of what? Like, why would he let you do that? But he does it for a reason. He does it to teach us. One of the main things that I actually learned from this book is do not let the devil win. Whatever you do not let him win. Him trying to trick us and trick our minds into, not having faith in God, not believing in ourselves, just to follow him. And he enjoys seeing us not succeed. I know he enjoyed me for a couple of weeks, because I was like, I'm dropping out. Like, I just had this mindset of like, I'm up to no good. And I'm pretty sure he was like, I got this girl. I got this girl. Joyce Myers explained a lot to me, and it's really touched me personally. But now that I'm older and I've actually read this book that helped her through her entire divorce, it really makes me proud that I can actually sit down and talk with her. That's what I learned from this book. I hope it kind of made sense. Well, that's all we have for today's report. Make sure you watch out for that heat storm coming tomorrow, because your girl is hot. Thank you, and see you tomorrow morning.